Well, a couple months before turning 30 years old, Dan Evans broke into the top 30 for the first time in his career. 5 top 20 wins and his first ATP 500 semifinal have the Brit star on the rise. And it is great to have Dan Evans join us right now on Tennis Channel Live. Dan, you were having the year of your life at a career high, playing some fantastic tennis. And, of course, then we've been off for the past 3 months. So how are you doing? What have you been up to?
Yeah, not much really. Just being locked down with my partner, staying safe. Really, we couldn't do too much. So yeah, that was very different to what we used to. And then we sort of got let a bit more time, and tennis courts opened, and we could do a little bit more. So yeah, it's all a bit strange at the minute when we practice, sort of cleaning stuff and leaving the court straight away. So yeah, it's a little different to what we're used to.
Well, obviously, Evo, it's been a little bit of a challenge for you to find the razor, which I've noticed. You can't really quite find a razor yet, but now that things are opening up, you can go out and grab one, I'm sure. Listen, you had such a good start to the year, 11-5, right? You couple quarterfinals and a semifinal. What's going to be the key for you to kind of get that momentum going again when things do start up?
Yeah, sort of just get back out there and keep trying to compete well. Take just every day at a time, really. I've had some good days coming back already and some pretty awful ones where I couldn't hit the court. So just try and get back into a rhythm of competing again. It'd be a long time since anyone's done it, and it's going to be a challenge at the start, I guess, to sort of get back into the good habits and hopefully not too many bad habits.
Yeah, it's been a tough time for everybody to just kind of wait around, and now there's all this talk about things starting up, and we're hearing through the grapevine that the U.S. Open is probably going to happen, waiting to totally be confirmed, but it looks like it's going to happen. I saw your comments, I saw Novak's comments, and I was privy to a bunch of conversations. It sounds like some of the players feel like they should go, some shouldn't. What's your take on the whole situation for the U.S. Open?
Well, obviously, I thought it should happen, and I think the players should really help the U.S. Open, and for the event to be successful, that should mean the big names should play. Obviously no one's forced to play, but I just think if it goes ahead, it'd be, a big chance for tennis to showcase itself and the big names to really help the game of tennis to showcase that we can do it just as good as the other sports in this, it's an awful situation the world's in with this pandemic, but I think it would be great if we could put on a really good show, and golf have done it, horse racing have done it now, and I think tennis doesn't want to be the last one to do it, I don't think.
Yeah, it's been interesting for me to listen and to watch. Look, first things first, it's the health, but if the health and safety is there for you guys, I think the U.S. Open's actually done a really nice job trying to be creative to get you guys to play, even if there aren't any fans. To any of the little things that you might have to do in terms of number of people with you or stay in a hotel, does any of that stuff really rattle your cage or make it really difficult for you?
No, I mean, we're still going to get, the best service of what's available, like it's not, I doubt we're going there and, there's not good things good food. It's not like it's going to be awful, like you're leaving the place without eating or whatnot. There's still going to be good food available, still going to be physios available on site. So, I think what I heard from the meeting is, the ATP meeting, is that they've been trying as hard as they can. And they said that, they're doing everything they possibly can to make it a successful event. And, who knows how good it will be, but I'm sure however good it's been, they will have put every bit of their efforts into making it as successful for the players as they can.
Here with British #1 Dan Evans on Tennis Channel Live. And Dan, it has been confirmed the Governor Andrew Cuomo of New York approved the U.S. Open with no fans, and the CEO of the USTA, Michael Dowse, also confirmed that the U.S. Open will go on as scheduled. So it's happening, but it's happening without fans. What are your thoughts on playing tennis potentially in the largest, grandest stadium in the world with no one watching?
I mean, it'd be a little different for a lot more players than it would be for me, you know. But I guess everybody will have to bring their own energy and so, it'd be very quiet out there. But I think it's just great that tennis is going to be back and that we're all getting a chance to go out there and compete again. I think they did a great job of giving us the opportunity, and just really thankful that we're going to have a chance to get over to America and play another Grand Slam.
Dan, how satisfying is it for you, having not been ranked 2 years ago, not getting a wild card into Wimbledon, to now entering the U.S. Open as the #1 player from your country?
Yeah, it's it's good. It's it's great to be main draw of these tournaments. That's why I guess everybody plays tennis. Get a chance to play on the big courts, and yeah, it's I'm proud that I'm British #1, and hopefully we've got quite a few players now who are coming up, so hopefully I'll stay here a little longer, but there's some very good young ones coming after us.
Dan, you've had a good journey to get to number 28 in the world, and you guys are ramping up for Battle in the Brits, and new tournament promoter Jamie Murray's been working extremely hard to get you guys going. Tell us a little bit about Battle of the Brits and how are you feeling about it?
Yeah, the top 8 British players, and then there's 6 doubles teams are playing as well. So it's a bit like the O2, but for Brits. Yeah, I have to admit I'm a little nervous. Playing the younger guys, no one wants to take a loss against those guys. So I'll hear all about it on the group chat. So yeah, there's been a lot of chat, and I've not won a practice set yet. So we'll see how we go.
You're not supposed to be saying that on TV, Evo. Don't be saying that. Just give them a little false sense of confidence. We're just looking at a photo of ATP Cup this year, which I really enjoyed watching. You played some great tennis, winning, I think, only losing one match, taking a win over Goffin, a great win over De Minaur. I got to say, you and I go way back, Evo. We've had a lot of good times together. One of the things I've enjoyed most is your accountability and responsibility. When you make mistakes, you say, yep, I screwed up, I move on. You're not afraid to win, you're not afraid to lose. One of the things I noticed about ATP Cup, your captain was quite a smart aleck. How did you deal with Tim Henman for the whole week? I heard ribbing you a little bit about maybe a few extra kilos. I heard a couple things going on.
Yeah, he turned up a little late as well. Come a few days after the players. No, Tim was good. It was really good. Tim probably better than anyone. He's been out of British tennis for quite a while now, and it was just good to for him to be out there. He hit actually quite a bit. He did the early session with Jamie Murray a few times. I think his days were a little longer than he ever expected them to be. And I think the match against Australia was a tough one, and we made him break dry January after that match. So that was.
But before we let you go, Dan, your best Paul Annacone story.
Careful.
I can't tell the whole story, but he'll tell you off air. Probably after juniors, him and the late Paul Hutchins taking us into the LTA suite. It's a pretty good one.
All right. Yeah. Well, Paul, we'll have to ask you about that one.
It was a little bit of an emotional reprimand, but I did it from the bottom of my heart.
Exactly. All right, Dan, best of luck in the Battle of the Brits. That'll be here on Tennis Channel starting on June 23rd. And best of luck at the U.S. Open. It's a go now. Thanks for joining us.
No problem.
Good luck, Evo. See you soon.
Good, guys.